Two issues between Canada and China. Number one, the arrest of the Huawei executive in Canada. Number two, China is holding Canadian citizens. Joining us now, David Mulroney, former Canadian ambassador to China. Mr. Ambassador, are the Canadians held in China hostages?
There's no doubt about that, Stuart. And the Chinese officials, the ambassador to Canada, have said as much, that indeed this is tit for tat because of the arrest in Vancouver of Huawei CFO Meng Wanzhou.
So the arrest of the Huawei executive, that is all lumped in to the trade deal and Canada-US-China relationship. It's all one big cake, right?
It's all connected. And one of the points of connection, there's been real controversy in Canada recently over whether the Huawei case has been politicized and whether it's a side issue. But at one point, the issue is the same. It's whether China plays by the rules and obeys its own laws and international law. Same issue.
How do Canadians feel about this? Are they a little annoyed, maybe, at America?
Well, we've had a confusing couple of weeks, to put it mildly. Our ambassador to Beijing, a man named John McCallum, who was a former cabinet minister in Canada, which is a bit of a rarity to move from the political side to the public service. He gave a couple of speeches in which he said he thought that Ms. Meng had a strong case, very odd for an ambassador to say, and two, that it would be great, as in his words, if she were returned to China. This generated a lot of controversy, and ultimately Prime Minister Trudeau had to fire him. So the number two is running things in Beijing, but it really muddied the waters.
I've been speculating that if there were a summit meeting, President Trump and Xi Jinping, that in itself would be a positive, because you don't organize a summit if you think you're going to walk away with absolutely no deal at all. Am I okay on this? Am I right on this?
That's absolutely right. And what's a little bit unusual, though, this time, Stuart, is so tomorrow brings us the start of the Chinese New Year period when things really shut down in Beijing for a couple of weeks. Obviously, the negotiators will be at work, but it's much harder to get feedback. It's kind of a dark side of the moon period. And there are a lot of things that remain undone, I think, in this trade negotiation. So to say, I'm going to meet with China's president, before the end of this month, because, of course, the deadline is March 1st, it puts a great deal of pressure on negotiators, or maybe suggests that it'll be a different kind of deal.
I would suspect that the issue of Canadians held in China and the Huawei executive held in Canada, and America demands her presence in America, I would imagine that those are two issues relatively easy to just get rid of. They will go away very quickly at a summit meeting.
I thought a lot about that, Stuart, and one thing that got a lot of Canadian attention and impressed Canadians, frankly, was the press conference last week where you had the acting Attorney General, the Director of the FBI, the Commerce Secretary, and others, as they talked about the indictments against Huawei, partly involving Ms. Meng and sanctions evasions with Iran, and also the T-Mobile case, which is where Huawei is accused of stealing robotic technology from T-Mobile. So this was a serious, high-level presentation of a case that the U.S. has made very effectively to countries like Canada, Australia, the UK, now Poland, Japan, and others, about the potential threat posed by Chinese technology. If that somehow goes away in the trade negotiations, a lot of good work with allies will also, I think, be in jeopardy, because the U.S. has really made a compelling case.
We take your point. Mr. Ambassador, thank you very much for joining us again. Always appreciated, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.